Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kara Cooper, and tonight I am going to talk to you about the leadership quality of responsibility. As Chief Financial Officer for a small company out of LaGrange, Georgia, I am solely responsible for monitoring, tracking, and analyzing every transaction into and out of the company. When I was hired nearly 10 years ago, our annual revenues were in the range of $3 million, and today we generate sales around $10 million. I was hired directly out of college and had only 2 weeks of training for this position that I currently hold. I have had to literally learn everything that I know today, basically through a trial and error basis and with limited guidance through other professional resources. As an executive employee of a small business, I am required to wear many hats on a daily basis and do not have an option for a "that's not my job" attitude, which is one of the characteristics that Maxwell specifically mentions in the responsibility chapter for his book, The 21 Indispensable Qualities of a Leader. On top of my professional responsibilities, I am a single mother to 3 young daughters, but we'll talk more about that later. The first way to begin moving towards becoming a more responsible person and leader is to follow the KISS method. Historically, you know this as keep it simple, stupid. But today, I challenge you to begin to remember it in a different way going forward. Keep it small, silly. When it comes to the art of learning responsibility, you have to crawl before you can walk. It's the little things, the small daily tasks, the slow and steady grind that matter the most. Big responsibility is just a summation of these little responsibilities. Professionally, perhaps it's just showing up on time, reconciling accounts, or meeting with a sales team, whatever the small tasks may be. Personally, it can be just something simple like making your bed every morning, or mowing the grass, or doing the dishes. If you cannot handle these small responsibilities of everyday life, you're never going to be able to handle the big responsibilities that lead you to greatness. Handle your task, produce small results that make big changes, and prepare for greatness. Secondly, we know that taking on additional responsibilities can be scary. You must know and understand that if you're experiencing fear and anxiety, that these are normal human feelings and it's okay. Being afraid of responsibility does not make you an irresponsible person. What makes you irresponsible is allowing that fear to overcome your desires to succeed in life. To be a great leader, you cannot sit on the sidelines because you are afraid to take on more responsibilities that might put you out of your comfort zone. You have to face every challenge head on. Becoming a mother is the most frightening thing that I've ever experienced, but you cannot face a fear that you are not willing to acknowledge. Pretending a responsibility doesn't exist is no doubt the easiest way out. Making a plan of action to conquer that fear and committing to boldness and bravery will push you towards achieving every responsibility in leadership. Finally, you're going to have to understand and admit to yourself that mistakes are going to be made, both in life and in profession. They are entirely unavoidable. The difference in responsibility and irresponsibility lies at the very root of the word, and that is, what will your response be to your mistakes? You cannot achieve ultimate responsibility if you are not willing to own and confess your errors. Nobody will ever follow you if all you ever do is make excuses. You also must apologize for your erroneous ways, be it a miscalculation, a missed deadline, maybe an emotional outburst, or something as little as a broken plate or spilled milk at home. And finally, responsible leadership will fix whatever is damaged at all costs. In top corporate management, every job is your job and every problem is your problem. You must be willing to take on the burden of responsibility to succeed in these roles of leadership. I hope that today I have inspired you to become a more responsible leader in whatever role or roles you are currently serving in life. As you continue on this journey, remember to keep sweating the small stuff. That's where it counts the most. Control your fears and don't ever let them control you. And finally, fix what is broken, even if you didn't break it. That is what responsibility looks like.